All right, welcome. Lead Word time. We're going to continue our division previews. Chad Bauman, Mark Izzo, myself, Trey Dahlberg. We're going to do the AFC North today. If you haven't watched the last episode, we did the AFC East. Each of those teams are uploaded individually. So if you only want to watch maybe one specific team, you can do that. So let's do the South too. I wanted to talk about the Titans because I think there's a real crash and burn possibility here. Like, there's a chance this really falls apart, isn't it? I'd put them as the favorites to win the division. But isn't there a slight chance that they really fucking tank?
Well, for that, I mean, I guess it depends. Like, it depends on what happens with injuries. I feel like they're going to be more of what we see every year. They're going to play good defense, and then they're going to run the ball.
Mike Vrabel's fucking good. He's a really good head coach. But they have some holes on their team. Real holes. A.J. Brown is no small loss. Yes. That is no small loss.
Yes, again, they drafted great value A.J. Brown. And, And again, I still don't trust Tannehill as a quarterback. Like, go back to like any game since he's been a Titan, any playoff game, any game where it was like, okay, we need to start throwing the ball in order to get this win, and it's like, all right, yeah, we might as well call this one, fellas.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you two questions. Is there a single guy you can name on their defense? A single guy off the top of your head.
Don't they have Malcolm Butler?
No, we talked about this already. He's back on the Patriots. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. I feel like I should be able to name somebody on their defense, but I can't think of anybody.
It's a solid defense, but there's no star power. Zero. There's zero star power in their defense. If you don't have real aircraft carriers, probably a bit of a problem. Second question I got for you. How confident are you in Treylon Burks? Not replacing A.J. Brown, but he's got to be able to play. He's got to be able to play. He can't be a liability out there. And right now, if people want to go read those reports, they can. His practice reports are not good. He's not in shape. He has bad asthma. Like, they can't even get him on the field. That's the guy you picked in the first round to replace A.J. Brown.
So Tree's not bad.
Right. They have guys. They have some solid guys. They have zero aircraft carriers. They have nobody like a T.J. Watt. They got nobody like a Myles Garrett. They got nobody even like a Marcus Peters. Nobody like that.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's fair. I mean, as far as Treylon Burks is concerned, like I said, I feel like he's great value. A.J. Brown, he's going to come in, and I think he'll have a decent season. But again, like I
think we're assuming a lot of things about Treylon Burks that may not necessarily be true.
I think he's going to have like
Treylon Burks will go in there and fit in just fine. I don't necessarily know if that's going to happen.
I feel like he's going to have about 400, 500 yards this season.
That's not very many.
I mean, for a rookie wide receiver on a team that's not really going to be trying to throw the ball a whole lot, I feel like that's a fair amount, like a decent amount.
Well, their management totally fucked this up. They gave up a second-round pick for Julio Jones and then realized that he wasn't good anymore. They've totally screwed themselves on this.
I agree. But like I said, I think their main show is not their passing game. Losing A.J. Brown does fucking hurt because it's A.J. Brown, but at the same time, like, they were never really going to be throwing the ball, like, fucking 40 times a game.
Right, but at some point, you got to help Tannehill a little bit. I think there's a chance this turns into a disaster. Robert Woods tore his ACL at the end of last year. I'm not saying Robert Woods is a bad player, but what if the old Robert Woods that was actually productive in fantasy that you kind of wanted, what if he's gone? What if he no longer exists? What if Tennessee got him and the best version of Robert Woods is gone? What if Treylon Burks really can't play? Because I think there's a chance, if people want to go read my scouting notes on Treylon Burks, they can. I don't think he can run routes. He might be able to make it, but it's going to take him some time. Like, he's not polished as a receiver at all. He can only do one thing, and it's go straight. And he's not that fast.
He's a bit of a big body. Like, you can... Like, there's going to be times where you're going to be able to just throw jump balls to him and get first downs.
He's a good straight line, and he's a big body, but he's not a fucking route tree guy. That's for sure. And the rest of the receivers look like this. Westbrook Ikena, Des Fitzpatrick, Racey McMath, Kyle Phillips. It's nothing. Cody Hollister. Like, if those two guys aren't carrying your offense, Woods and Burks, they're in fucking real trouble.
But again, I said, like, they're not going to be the ones that have to carry the offense. All they have to do is get open every once in a while when, like, we're faking the handoff to Derrick Henry. Like, that's all they have to do.
Well, how many more years does Derrick Henry have left? Because last year, when he got hurt, it was over.
No, he's not going to get hurt this year.
We'll see, but a lot of these running backs are falling apart.
Like I said, I feel like it's Tennessee. I feel like it's Tennessee's to win, but again, like yes, like if we account for injuries, like we're not going to be able to account for an injury. Like if Derrick Henry goes down, then yes, they're not going to be good.
Okay.
But I have faith. Derrick Henry, he's out there doing like. I mean, we talked about Nick Chubb. Like, obviously, he's not squatting like Nick Chubb is because I don't think anybody can do that besides Nick Chubb. But you see Derrick Henry doing all those weird fucking workouts all the time. He posts on social media. He's trying to get healthy.
I love Derrick Henry. But last year, he finally showed, like, maybe he's not super